Well, hello, my beautiful people, friends. How are you today? And welcome back to my caliente kitchen. And today we do have something very caliente. We have this new debut novel, Extreme. And I'm lucky and honored to have Joan Gelfand today with us. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She's the author of 3 poetry collections. Joan's work appeared in national and international journals. Her chapbook of short fictions won the Savannah Varna Fiction Award. Joan has won over 20 awards for poetry, fiction, and reviewing. Her book, You Can Be a Winner Writer, is Amazon #1 bestseller. Well, today we're going to talk about her debut novel, Extreme. So, Joan, welcome. How are you today?
I'm great. Nice to be here. Thank you, Manuel.
Of course. So tell me why the title Extreme. Let's start with that.
Well, in the book, the company that's in Silicon Valley is designing a game for extreme athletes. So base jumpers, skiers, surfers, skateboarders, like that.
Fantastic. And I see you actually mentioned social media here a lot, YouTube and Facebook, and that's obviously because this is based on Silicon Valley?
Yes.
Great. Now tell me what your readers will get out of reading Extreme.
Well, first of all, they get to go backstage into a startup, which a lot of people find fun.
Exactly. Great.
And it's also kind of a roller coaster ride.
Tell me about that. Why is that?
Well, we get to see a lot of the tricks that the athletes turn in. It's kind of a combination between a challenge where the company puts out a challenge, but it's also like a performance piece. So they'll say something like, send us a video of you base jumping, holding a red flag, listening to Green Day.
Oh my God.
So it's wild. Yeah, it's a little wild.
I love that. Well, now probably people are thinking, okay, what that has to do with nutrition? Obviously in my Caliente Kitchen show, we normally talk about nutrition, weight loss, and cooking and recipes. Now, so tell us, I'm going to let you tell the story how Extreme led to me and how we met. And so tell us a little about that from yourself. I want you to tell the story yourself.
Well, as a writer, if you have any people in your audience who have sedentary jobs, the way to write a book is you have to sit there for a long time. That doesn't mean you can't go for your run or go to the gym, but it does mean that if you are near a refrigerator and you don't have a sentence, you can easily go awry and start munching when you should be working. So long story short, I did gain some weight while I was writing the book, and of course now have to go out in public and talk about it. So I came to you. My friend told me about you, and I've been having fun with you and losing weight.
That's fantastic. But also you talked about a protagonist in your book that gained weight, and then he had a transformation. And so you almost like were saying, well, if I'm going to promote someone who's losing weight and transforming his life, I need to do my own transformation. Right?
Yes, correct. One of my characters is an engineer and also a sedentary job, like a writer. And he leaves his job to try to go back to his music career. And he also gets out of shape, but he gets depressed and it's bad. And so his best friend says, I got to get you to train for a triathlon. And he loves it, and he bikes, and he swims, and he runs, and he loses weight, and he feels great.
And that's how you feel right now, correct? I mean, you have lost what, 10, 20 pounds now, and that's fantastic. Now, tell me something. What was the biggest thing you learned while we're working together that helped you a lot. So you can share with us.
I think that once I started to talk to you, I realized that some of my habits at home were probably not the best. My husband was working in Silicon. I would wait till very late to eat dinner with him, sometimes 7:30, 8:30. And
Yes.
it was too late, and I ended up eating before he came and with him and all of that. So I changed that. Yeah.
So you prioritize yourself and you stop delaying meals. I remember we talked a lot about not delaying meals because I remember you're telling me I have no willpower at night. I can just eat everything. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure, because you waited too long between meals. And that's what I recommend everyone is to eat every 3 to 4 hours to make sure you satisfy your hunger hormone ghrelin, because we talked a lot about hunger hormone ghrelin, which spikes your hunger, and one way to calm that down is actually by eating. And a lot of people think that you need to not eat so much. Obviously you don't want to eat so much, but some people even skip meals, delay meals, thinking the less they eat, the less frequently they eat, the more weight they're going to lose, and actually that backfires them. And that you were experiencing that for sure. Well, now I know that you had a salad that you really liked, and that's what we're gonna make today. One of the salads from Flatbelly 365, the book. And let's talk a little bit about that salad. What do you think? I'll make it with you. All right. So what we have here is a bowl of green leaves. It can be arugula, spinach, kale, whatever green leaves you like. But I always say, if you just eat that as your salad, you're gonna end up very hungry. So we need to add some macronutrients here, and we're gonna have fat, protein, and carbohydrates. Those are key things to go on a salad. So the fat that we're gonna add here is avocados, which is a good fat, rich in monounsaturated fat. Now, the protein of choice in this case, because this is what you like, Joan, is eggs, right? Hard-boiled eggs. And we got that there. And also, eggs have good fat, and it has choline, which is good for brain health. We're going to add more carrots in here. And then the carbohydrate option, in this case, is going to be garbanzo beans, because a lot of people don't add carbohydrates in their salads. And that's a huge mistake, because then you end up too hungry too soon. So now we're gonna season these with a little bit of sea salt. I always like to just use my own dressing, olive oil. Now I probably, for this that serves 4 people, this salad, I'm probably gonna add about a tablespoon. And I like balsamic vinegar. This is glaze, has a little bit of a sweet touch too. And let's look how beautiful this looks now. I love this. And then of course, that's it. Simple. And now this salad is complete, and it can be a meal. So Joan, tell me about this salad. What do you think?
I love the combination of the egg and the avocado.
Yes.
And it's very satisfying. I like a salad if I can organize myself in the middle of the day. But even at night, it's great because it definitely is satisfying enough to be a dinner too.
Now, I know that you've been following the principles of eating, not skipping meals, not delaying meals, eating breakfast, combining proteins and carbohydrates at every meal, which have helped you control your hunger hormone ghrelin and lose the weight. Now, tell us a little more about your book. Where can we find it?
The book is on Amazon. It's also on my website.
And what is the website?
The book has its own website, www.extremethebook.com.
Fantastic. All right. Well, anything else you want to tell us about the book?
When my protagonist goes through his training, he the more energy he puts out, the more energy he gets. And I think that that's really true for people on their weight loss journey, that, you know, as you get more comfortable in your body and you're feeling good, then of course you are able to do more in your life. And I think that's the best part.
Exactly. No, another thing that I find it to be nice and interesting is that you were talking to people in New York City that are going to help you with promoting the book, your publicists, Justin Luber and Kim Wise. And funny that they already knew of me before you didn't even know that, and that was so funny. So, and I find that to be, actually, this world is so small. So, well, hi to them. And they're amazing publicists, by the way. So you're in great hands.
Thank you.
All right, Joan. Well, thank you for being here with me today, and again for sharing your story about your weight loss, and also people read Extreme. Now, tell me why people should read now through quarantine.
Well, why not learn a little something while you're in quarantine, and maybe it will inspire them to tell their story.
I love that. And while you read, maybe sip tea, not eat, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you again, and I hope you have enjoyed today's Caliente topic. And remember, I actually have added a link to find the book on Amazon on the copy up there. So click on there, get Extreme today, and until next time, my friends. Bye-bye now.